Morning world, welcome to Tuesday 3rd of September and the netters, yeah, the netters, they're in. Right, so netters aren't keen on being in the camera, and they will, but I said, nope, if you're not that keen, we won't do it. And he said, right, okay. So, for their own reasons, and I quite understand. So, right, and yeah, we've got somebody coming in for some logs, so I need to get into the skid steer. Right, I'm going to need to spread the forks a little bit because they are too close together, but we'll do that once we get out there. Get rid of that, and that, they can both go over there. It's lovely bit of timber. But yeah, we've already taken a load of it away to go on the saw bench when we get time to do it. Right, this could be fun. Oh, it's not too bad. Done. Get to. How I get to that? Or do I shift them over there? Might be as easy to shift them. So, right, we've got a bloke in picking up free firewood, so one of our regulars. So, in fact, he's the local microlight trainer. So, if you go back, in fact, I'll put a link up here, and you'll see him when he took me up in a microlight a couple of times. So that was an adventure. do with pallet forks. No. Oh. I didn't want to do that. Right. Stay. Stay. Right. Well, my other firewood customer should be here by now. She was calling in after dropping the kids off at the school, so unless there's been a change of plan. Well, it's a safe-ish load. You ain't got far to go. Houston, we have a little bit of a problem. I think it's the battery. So I did a bit of moving stuff around this morning, skid steer started up, no problem whatsoever, blah, 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 did all the work. Came out here and I parked here in the yard because I was expecting to be a firewood customer. Actually, I was expecting his wife. I thought, well, I'll just sit here. She's coming in after picking the kids up from school, and then she'll see me, and I'll just go on down, put the 3 bags of logs on. Job's done, job's a good one. So, anyhow, she didn't come. Husband came, Marty. He came about half an hour later. Well, by that time, I'd got fed up with sitting in there, so I'd gone down to talk to the guys who were netting and doing the scaffold on the barn. Marty turns up, I said, right, okay, I come up here. I'd say I jumped in the skid steer, but it's more like I crawled in the skid steer. Put the key ignition, turned the key, it went bump. And that was it. And now there's nothing. Well, there's just about enough juice. That little beep, 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 beep alarm that we normally hear, it's more like a squeak, 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 little mouse in a bag squeak. So I think it's the battery. Has gone. Now normally I would just whip that battery out of there and go and get another one, but that's not a normal battery, that's a marine battery. Alright, he is probably 10 years old, so it's getting on a bit and he's gone through a few cycles, but this is supposed to be Dog's Doodah's battery. He was like £300–400. Because there's the thing with me with the skid steer is I rely on this. It has to start. If it in the summer, the winter, whatever, has to start. I can't do without it. So I bought a really, really good battery, and if the battery has gone, it'd be heavy, mind. It'd be double the weight of your normal car battery. If he's gone, all that extra money I spent on buying a really, really good battery was a waste. It might not be the battery. Maybe it's not the battery, maybe it's the starter or the solenoid. I don't know. Anyhow, I've given Neil James, our Mustang man, our third service man, a ring. He's on his way to Gloucester to do a job, and I got a little job to do in Slimbridge on the way back. He was very pleased for me to ring him up. He called me up along, and what have I done? Told him. So he's going to call in an hour or two and have a look and see if he can work out what the problem is, and if it's a battery, I'm kind of hoping he's got one handy. If not, it's going to be a trip to White's or something to go and get a decent sized battery. So But I'm not sure if that's what that is. I'm not sure if I'm willing to spend £300 or £400 on another one if it's only going to last the 10 years. Pointless. Right, nothing else I can do for 10 minutes. When the guys have finished with the netting, the idea was I was going to give the cattle a bail, get them up. They might come up anyway, see if I can get them in the shed, and then my neighbour Mr. Jones is going to come and help load the steer up. I'll give him the paperwork, and then Grandad Jones, Tony, is going to take the animal to the abattoir for me. Now I could possibly do it myself, but I think just the drive I did in the Land Rover yesterday, I'm suffering with it a bit today. Maybe I shouldn't have done the Land Rover because the clutch is a bit tougher, but it's not only that, it's putting trailers on, reversing stuff around, and all the clutch stuff I got to do with that. I'm still going to let them do it for me. So they very kindly said they would. I'm going to let them do that. I think I'm pushing my luck if I'm trying to reverse trailers today. Next week, perhaps, but not today. So, right, so yeah, plans so far this morning. I've not been able to video much of that, although they finished this end, so we'll go and have a quick look at that so you can see what they've done. And then I'm going to go and have a cup of coffee because there's nothing else I can do. Happy days. Oh yeah, and I can't go anywhere anyway because Holly's oven blew up day before yesterday, and she's ordered a new one, and she's had to go to Booker's to get a load of ingredients. So I've been told that even if I could go somewhere, I'm not allowed to go anywhere for the next hour or so while she's away at Booker's, just in case her oven turns up, because that's coming today sometime between 8 and 5. Yeah. Right. So we have got one end netted and the handrails are up. There you go. Happy days. Nice and safe, and 5 times harder to get the roof sheets up there. But it's nice and safe. All right, just been around chatting to the scaffolders, safety netters guys. Good bunch of lads. Oh, right, I'm getting sore. So I'm going to go and put my foot up and drink coffee and eat some of the biscuits that you sent me. So some of you have been very generous, and I've had a number of packets of dark chocolate hobnobs. So to all of you who sent those, thank you. I'm going to go and partake a bit now.